Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the MLB games scheduled for Thursday, July 10th, 2025. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Put your baseball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my MLB Rundown best bet, you can find those at the Experts tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alright, here we go. Here are the games for Thursday, Major League Baseball. First up, the Chicago Cubs taking on the Minnesota Twins. We've got Colin Ray and Chris Paddock as the starters. I like both of these lineups against right-handed pitching right now. They have pretty good numbers in the last 30 days. Obviously, the Cubs, great numbers overall this season, and I think they'll be able to get to Chris Paddock. But I also, Colin Ray has pitched in a lot of high-scoring games recently. 11-3, 12-3, 14-6, and 8-4 are the four of the last 5 games for Colin Ray as a starter. A lot of those games the Cubs were able to win, but still, just a lot of higher scoring back and forth games. A few of those were at Wrigley Field, but even the game against the Astros on the road, 12-3 final. I think both teams show up early and often offensively. I'm going to roll the over in this afternoon game between Minnesota and Chicago. Next up, the Miami Marlins taking on the Cincinnati Reds. We've got Cal Quantrill and Nick Lodolo as the starters. Cal Quantrill has won. The Marlins have won his last 4 games. He's given up 3 runs or fewer in all 4 of those starts. His strikeout numbers are improving. His control's been better. The Marlins have been one of the more profitable road teams in Major League Baseball because while they are at around 500 record on the road, they are usually getting really nice plus money prices as the road dogs like we see in this game. So it ends up being, the Marlins have just been one of the more profitable road teams in baseball this year. I'm going to roll Miami in this one on the money line on the road. Next up, we've got the Mariners and the Yankees. We've got Brian Wu and Marcus Stroman as the starters. Brian Wu's given up no earned runs in 3 of his last 4 games. He's given up just 2 earned runs combined his last 4 starts. His strikeout numbers have been excellent. His control's been great. Marcus Stroman's still not one of my favorite options in this Yankees rotation. So while the Yankees are starting to turn it around offensively recently after their struggles, I still got to go with the Mariners in this game at a really good price on the money line. Next up, we've got the Rays and the Red Sox. We got Taj Bradley and Walker Buehler as the starters. Now, obviously, the Rays struggled against the Tigers this week. Red Sox had a nice series against the Rockies, but the Red Sox are playing the worst team in baseball. The Rays are playing the best record in baseball in Detroit. Now, up against each other, I think the Rays have the advantage here. I just don't really love the current form for Walker Buehler. I know he was a bit better in his last game, but even still, 5 innings, 8 base hits, 3 total runs, only 2 strikeouts. He's just not been a great option. The Rays have been hitting right into pitching very well in the last 30 days. Bradley's been better on the road this season. I think he's going to be the better starting pitcher in this game. Give me Tampa Bay on the money line on the road. Next up, the Guardians and the White Sox. We've got Logan Allen and Jonathan Cannon as the starters. I'm going to roll with the White Sox in the first 5 innings in this one. Chicago's been decent against lefties in the last month. The Guardians' offense has been very hit or miss, and I think one of the weakest offenses in Major League Baseball. Cannon's been able to get some pitch-to-contact outs recently, like his last game at Coors Field, which I know it's the Rockies, but any start at Coors Field is a difficult one, and Cannon was able to pitch really well in that ball game. I'm going to roll with Chicago in the first 5 innings because I do think that the Guardians have a sizable bullpen advantage in the series, so give me Chicago first 5. Next up, the Nationals and the Cardinals. We got Mike Soroka and Miles Mikolas as the starters. Now, I know Soroka was pitching well up until his last game where he got crushed against the Red Sox. 7 runs in 4 innings of work, but believe it or not, Miles Mikolas was worse in his most recent outing, and for that reason, I like the Nationals still. I think Soroka could bounce back because we've seen it for the most part this year. Soroka's pitched well. His expected numbers are great on the season. Mikolas gave up 8 runs in 6 innings against the Cubs in his last game, 10 base hits, 6 home runs to go with it, 8 home runs now given up in his last 2 combined, 14 earned runs in those 2 games, and one of those was against the Cleveland Guardians. I just mentioned one of the weakest offenses in baseball. So, the fact that the Cardinals have lost 4 of Mikolas' last 5 games, the Nationals are a competitive lineup. I got to roll Washington in this one on the money line on the road. Next up, we've got the Braves and the Athletics. We got Spencer Strider and J.P. Sears as the starters. I think the value lies with the A's in this one. I know Spencer Strider's a great starting pitching option, but this is a very hitter-friendly ballpark, and Strider's had some issues with the home run ball, like 2 home runs given up his last game against the Orioles. J.P. Sears has not pitched well at home this season overall, but his last 2 home games, giving up in 11 innings combined, just 3 runs with 11 strikeouts to go with it. The A's have won his last 2 games overall. I think that the A's find a way to win this game as well. The Braves have not been great against lefties. I'm going to roll with the A's in this one on the money line. Next up, we've got the Rangers and the Angels. We've got Jack Kohanowitz and Patrick Corbin as the starters. I don't love Kohanowitz on the mound for the Angels in this matchup. The Rangers offense has shown a pulse in this series. It hasn't always been the case on the road this year for this team, but they've shown up this series, and Kohanowitz, I think, is the weakest link in the Angels' rotation. I also think that the Angels have good numbers against lefties in terms of their power numbers in overall this year and in the last 30 days. Patrick Corbin still, while he's put together decent numbers on the season, I don't love him in this spot on the road. So give me the over in Rangers Angels. I think both these bullpens struggle towards the end of this game. Give me the over. Next up, we've got the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. We got Randy Vasquez and Eduardo Rodriguez as the starters. My issues with Randy Vasquez this year is while he's pitched well on paper with a 3.79 ERA, that 42 to 49 walk to strikeout ratio, just not a sustainable way to pitch well in this league. The expected numbers are through the roof. I think the Diamondbacks can get to him early. I also see that while Rodriguez is not a starting pitcher we've backed too often this year or even last year, he has a matchup against San Diego, a team that's ranked 25th in OPS against lefties in the last month, near the bottom of the league in isolated power to go with it. I think San Diego struggles to score. I think Diamondbacks get to Vasquez, like I mentioned. I think Arizona wins this game on the money line. And that's it. Those are the games for Thursday in baseball. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at the experts tab at pickdawgz.com. There also is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.